COVID-19 has been an information and misinformation overload. The way that I process my reality is through making art. The ondunga is a fruit from the Makalani palm, and sometimes dolls are made out of them. With so many facts, figures, and fake news coming at me from every direction, I'm weaving my way through this infodemic. I wonder how the human beings within the healthcare sector dealt with the knowns and unknowns of the novel coronavirus. With more than a year into the pandemic, this is a good time to find out. I'm meeting Dr. Sakuvi, an emergency medical doctor who's been leading the fight against COVID-19 from the front lines. Can you please describe your experience of the COVID-19 pandemic?
COVID-19 brought a lot of fear, even for us as medical personnel, because we are the first line. There was real fear of the unknown. We knew that when it comes, we will lose lives.
In the spirit of conquering the unknown, I'm getting a COVID test.
The scary part is we didn't know how to really treat it. And the main treatment was, and is still, basically supporting.
I'm not really scared because I know I have been protecting myself, but I can't be sure until I know my results.
Early on in the pandemic, we knew how to prevent getting this disease. That is what gave us encouragement. See, because this is what we are, this is what we do to save lives, and we just need to make sure that we protect ourselves and then go on in saving lives.
2 days later, and I've received my negative COVID test results. I'm headed to the labs at the Namibia Institute of Pathology. I want to learn how tests are processed and how COVID information is created. I'm meeting Dumbu, the chief medical technologist, to hear how lab workers have approached the unknown that COVID has brought. Here at the lab, how have you managed fear with regards to COVID-19?
It was not an easy thing. As we started, everybody were panicking. When you hear that COVID, everybody think you have COVID. You work in the lab, you have COVID. That was the assumption that everybody was having. People were running away from us. It gave impact to the staff members, assuming that the people at home, they are not accepting them because they are working with COVID. But with education throughout, we really managed to make people understand what is COVID all about.
Ndahafa is a lab technologist who has been overseeing COVID testing at the Institute since day zero.
I think COVID, it's something that we as laboratory people have to always be alert of, because you never know what comes in tomorrow.
Working in the lab, how did you observe the spread of COVID-19?
We started like 1 sample a day, 2 samples, 3 samples. And somewhere May, June, we were like sitting with thousands of samples, and we were like, okay, now it is here. It's everywhere.
What can we as Namibians do to make a difference?
We should really keep not only ourselves safe, but we should also keep everyone else safe.
In the face of their own fears, healthcare workers continue to tirelessly provide life-saving care. What I know now is that whilst we may have learned to live with the fear, we must remain alert if we are to save ourselves and each other.